the next one. So it's going to be 2 times the limit as x approaches 0 of g of x plus the limit as x approaches 0 of g of negative 2 over the limit as x approaches 0 of x. Looks a lot more complicated than it is.
So it's 0, 0.
Yeah, you just plug in 0 for the x on 3x plus 2. So that's 2 times 3 times 0 plus 2 plus
3 times negative 2 plus 2.
And this next one, we plug in negative 2, and it's just going to give us a constant. So 3 times negative 2 plus 2. I normally wouldn't show this much work, but I don't want to lose anybody. And then this one, I just plug in, I'm actually finding the limit, so I just plug in 0 for x.
So don't we already have an issue?
So what?
Don't we already have an issue?
We do have an issue, yeah. But let's look at the top, though. This is 4 plus negative 6 plus 2, which is negative 4. So, unfortunately, it does give us 0 over 0.
So we make an XY chart or simplify?
We can figure it out another way. So, here's what we're going to do. We can replace, before I start plugging in the 0 and everything, replace the g of x with 3x plus 2. So I have limit as x approaches 0 of 2 times 3x plus 2. And then g of negative 2, we already found was negative 4. So I can put minus 4 over, and then I'm just going to put x here. Still the same thing. If I put 0 in for all the x's right now, I'd still get 0 over 0. But since I got 0 over 0, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it out like we did on the number 12, I think it was, from the homework. And see if we can get stuff to cancel out, which we can. So you have the limit as x approaches 0 of 6x plus 4 minus 4 over x, because you have to distribute. Plus 4 minus 4 cancels. Yeah. 6x over x. X's cancel. So your answer is just 6. Nice. Sorry.
Well, no, it's not because of this. It's because we finally were able to get an answer, but this means if you change one simple thing, you will get a completely different answer than the correct answer.
Yeah, but if you start plugging it in at first, anytime you get this means you have to keep going.
Yeah.
So that's what it means. It's not that you're getting a different answer, it just means you can't do it that way. Because that is an indeterminate answer. It doesn't tell us anything. Okay. I did it again. Yay. So, for this one, same type of thing. I'm going to plug x plus h and x in for x here. So, when I do the limit as h approaches 0, if I plugged it in here, I would get f of x minus f of x over 0, right? Which is the indeterminate form. So obviously we're going to have to do it another way. So we're going to take x plus h, and I'm going to plug it in for the x's. So 2 times x plus h squared minus 3 times x plus h plus 4. And then minus f of x, which is 2x squared minus 3x plus 4. And notice I put it in brackets so I remember to distribute that minus sign. That is probably the most common mistake that I see on these kinds of problems. And this stuff right here that we're doing is leading into derivatives. Yeah, this is actually the long way to do a derivative.
This is the long way?
That's what we're doing. We're just not calling it that.
There's a shorter way to do this.
Yes, there is. Okay, but only for the ones that turn out like this. So we have x plus h squared. So I have 2 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 3x minus 3h plus 4. Subtract 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. Whew. Please let me know if you see an arithmetic error or have a question. Don't wait till the end and go, oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's kind of circle.
Yeah, because then I'll be like, oh, which is my 2020 sound. Okay.
I forgot to sign there.
So now distributing the 2, it's 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 3x minus 3h plus 4 minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. Leave this up here for my pre-cal students. Next period, they'll freak out.
Oh, I would definitely freak out. That's what I would think we were doing.
But I don't want to discourage them from taking calculus.
I mean, look how many kids there are here, and how many pre-cal classes did you have last year?
I know, and I didn't even do things to scare y'all.
I asked, I told someone I was going to take calculus, who was taking calculus, and they went, why?
Alright, 2x squareds cancel. The 3x's cancel. The 4's cancel. You end up with 4xh plus 2h squared minus 3h all over h. We did these last year too. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
They were different. They were called difference quotients. We just didn't have the limit part on the front of it. But we did do these. And we actually got to it.
I definitely remember doing something like
So then we factor out a h. Whoa. Now you can combine steps. I am doing it step by step so as not to lose you and lose our virtual learners at home. Because I can't really look at their faces and see if they're getting it or not. H's cancel. And, if I actually plug in 0, we get 4x minus 3. Yeah, because h is 0. Yep. Oh, yeah. This next one is kind of what we missed last year. So this is kind of a remediation lesson as well as a calculus lesson. So I'm going to put the two in together. Yeah. Good times. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is just find the limits. So looking at the picture that they've given us, just use the graphs and find those, I guess there's 8 limits, 2 in each box.
You say on top of it.
Yeah, go ahead and do all those limits, just using the picture.